the container seal looked legitimate. It was part of a legitimate cargo. The giveaway was the South American customs seal. It wasn't in the sequence of what I had experienced because I've been working on this case, on the type of seal. And it was different to the other 4 containers that I'd seized under the same shipment. That was my indicator to start with that container. And I was right. Because when we opened that container, the exhibits were there.
Can we go to CJC 195? It's the first document in Exhibit File 1.
Can I have it? I have it, Commissioner.
Can you identify that for us?
Yes, that's LCS depot. And the container I'm talking about is the container on the left.
What
It's
color?
green. UACU 562699, am I correct? Stroke 4. That one, yes.
The green one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So why are all the other 4 containers there?
It is part of the same shipment. So it's the same commodity code, it's the same shipper, or it's the same consignee. And it's supposed to have the same product going to the same place. They're also from the same origin, also from the same vessel.
So the information that you got was not container specific?
No.
How often would one get information that is container specific? Give you with the exact container number saying that's the container that has the drugs?
Often.
Okay, so it could happen, it does happen.
Yes, it does.
And then you would just ask for that container to be released?
Yes.
Okay. Isn't there a possibility that by just asking for that container to be released, other potential containers could slip through the cracks?
Correct, Commissioner. If I use the word shotgunning, so let's just say I had 100 containers split between 2 vessels, so call it 60 containers on the one vessel, 40 on the other. I then phone law enforcement, I say to them, go to that green container, it's going to make you look good. I go there and I leave the rest of the shipment to come through. How many tons do you think I could have pushed through the border? Unchecked, because we're too busy checking the one container. So the idea is, I can show you how we stopped. We literally stopped the whole consignment. So Scania itself was running at a loss because we kept on interdicting their containers. And we were saying to Scania, your risk is in Sao Paulo, because it's in Sao Paulo that they're loading the cocaine. So either you are doing it, your staff itself is loading it in the trucks, or when you release that container to the harbor, they are doing it. You need to take it up with them. We as South Africans are going to carry on interdicting your containers. So don't bother us. Let's rather work together and stop this drug trafficking, which is what they did.
So, Warrant Officer, if you had received the information about only the green container, shipment number and all of that, would you have just detained the green container, or would you have pulled for these other 4 containers or any containers for this with the same shipper?
I would have pulled those containers and all the other containers as well.
But in this instance, you didn't get information about just a specific container, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I'm asking in reference to
my correction, Commissioner. How I understood it, my commander received information that there were policemen asking questions about these containers. Which container it was, I wasn't sure. If my commander at that stage had that information, I'm sure he would give that information. But I understood that there was the policemen were interested in those containers in that yard at LCS. LCS is right next to the Cutler complex in our restricted area in the harbour. So literally you would have come out of the harbour, turn left, you're in LCS.
This was the same shipper?
Correct.
Okay. The Aeroton drugs, was it also the same shipper?
Correct.
But that came at on a later date? The arrival was later, or was it on the same vessel?
It could have been the Polonia. So the main vessels was the Colonia, the Polonia, the Norma, the Savannah, the Nile Dutch Breda. They were all MSC vessels. No disrespect to MSC, because they were just a vessel.
So it could have been but it wouldn't have been one of the containers that were identified as being the containers that were suspected narcotics.
Correct. So they were under the impression that one of those containers had narcotics in. How much? I don't know. Where it was in the container, I also do not know.
Okay. So in my questioning of you regarding if the information that you receive, the intel that you receive, is about a specific container number given, one container, are you just calling for that container, or are you calling for more containers to avoid, as you call, the shotgun?
I'm calling for all.
From the same shipper?
Same shipper.
Okay.
And I'll also look if they've had what they call a groupage with possibly another shipper on the same vessel, loaded at the same port.
Now, is that protocol, or is that just based on experience? Are your guys taught to not be fooled by the intel that you get, that it's just one container?
Commissioner, it's not protocol, it's experience, it's working relationship, and it's training from the necessary role players in the environment. It's learnt.
And if a warrant officer knows that, presumably a captain and a colonel should know that?
I don't want to answer that.
Okay, you don't have to.